Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. Monday Night Primetime is underway. His return starts at the 5. Takes out a one-stop. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold. Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
From the gun, Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on first, here's Darnold. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And they make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38. And again, it's Darnold. He can run it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
It's a gain of 11. And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. With a quick pass out wide. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
A gain of 17 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Catch is made in close.
Complete to Torrey Horton. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Charbonnet does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
That goal line agonizingly close here. It's 3rd and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Christian Kirk. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Again, Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
On play action, here's Stroud. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
They give inside to Chubb. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. Has some space inside the 15. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Here's a counter give to Chubb. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun now, 1st round. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Stroud. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
I love these misdirection runs. You use that defense's speed and aggressiveness against them. It is really, when you put this play in the playbook and you call it, you want to see that defense overreact, and then you cut them in half in this direction.
And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First and 10 now from the 30. Staying with Walker. Saw the lead, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 23-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's brought down after a short game.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They kick the running back in motion. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. We try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Walker trying to run for the first. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
No gain on the
It's
play.
weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. A very short kick here from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Tried to throw on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Chubb up the middle. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And a big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Again, it's Chubb. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
20. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. To throw, here's Darnold. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Giving around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They motion the tight end over. Now Darnold. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Texans 3.
Here's Myers Texans now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this round, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. To the air, Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Once complete, it's Bryant outright. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. The give now to Chubb. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Stroud on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of a yard. 1st down, Texans.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. And it's the Texans. With it, 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
At the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Stroud. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here's Stroud now. The right side hauled in by Collins. And they get this down to the 28. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
16 yards. 1st down, Houston.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Stroud completes it quick. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks' 23-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's running for it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch made by Woody Marks. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This from just 23 yards away. Up and good from Fairbairn. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. That passing game they went to in the 1st half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the 2nd half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. He's running with it. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Play made by EJ Speed.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now Darnold on the play action. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. The gun. Here's Darnold. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Now they send their back in motion right. On with a quick pass out wide. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. It's a 31-yard play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
Walker on first down. And get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's second down now.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
Motioning left is their running back. Looking to throw on third and 2. It's complete. Play made by Cup. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Cooper Cup the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18.
Texans 6.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. begin the drive with Chubb. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They've got first down from the 31. They'll run. This is Chubb. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Stroud off of play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Stroud. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. Drive begins with a Walker run. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Here's 2nd and 11. Connecting on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Darnold. Oh, he's going to run for it. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Play fake, Darnold. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
To Cooper Kupp. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Handoff running left, Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
1st and 10, Darnold. That's dropped underneath, Walker. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Here's 2nd and 2. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing from the gun here. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And again, it's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the 4th quarter. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Walker running to the right. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running with Walker again. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Put some heat on this. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks, the 30.
I hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's cut on the slant. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. And off to Walker from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. It's Walker on the option. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
At the 16-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Walker now from the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Seahawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead.
34, Texans 6.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
1st down, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Dump off caught by his back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Again, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he take him down right along the 30. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They steal the frequency on those opposing headsets. Somebody reading lips or steal a signal from the opposing sideline, Kate, because somehow this defense knew what was coming. They broke on that screen. It was incredible. What a stop.
Here's Stroud again. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket. But then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll send their tight end right. 3rd and long for him here. That's complete to the rookie out of Iowa State. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Gets him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, and you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
From the 31, dialing up a receiver screen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know I love the language of football, just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there, but in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Walker, the ball carrier. Azeez Al-Shire on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying with Walker. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, Darnold. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Chubb. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.